fungus and stuff like that I showed you, we obviously can't fix that wood rot. But what we can do is the Ultra Bandine and Pro treatment. It's it's a cleansing. We remove the fungus, and also with the borate that I've added to it, it's actually going to prolong the lifespan of that wood. So it protects it from moisture and fungal problems in the future.
Okay.
Now, can you see how that would make a big difference in your crawl space?
Yes, definitely.
Yes, sir. All right. Now, I went over a little bit about what all I found in your house. Do you have any questions for me? Does all of it make sense?
Which is the worst one I need to take care of?
Honestly, I think in the basement.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, it's a big problem down there. But then when you get into the basement side of it, you've had the termite activity was down there as well. We were going over a little bit about conducive condition, and I was telling you about moisture is a big one.
Yeah,
Well, when you have moisture in your support beams like that, it's just going to be drawn right to it.
makes sense.
I would say that the moisture and the termite is the biggest problems. I know you're under a protection, but I would like for you to consider, looking at Orkin.
Okay.
Tell you a little bit more about what we use and the person that would come out and actually do this for you. Alright. This is our flow meter. I'm not sure if your other provider has it or not. As far as I'm aware, we're the only company that actually uses this. The department or the state actually puts out how much should be put down per linear feet around your home. Not too little and not too much. Well, instead of just trusting, our eyes or trusting our experience, since we have that, we actually use a flow meter. It tells us exactly how much to put down per linear foot. So we're not guessing with your safety and the condition of your home. We're knowing, and we put science behind it as well.
Okay.
Now, your person that's going to come out to do this, all of our employees have been background checked, drug tested, and a moving record done on them as well. So you can trust that the person in your home cares about you and your family as well.
All right.
Now, quality assurance, that's a big thing to me. I can come out and tell you all these things. It sounds great to you, but how do you know it's going to be done? We perform a quality audit on all our jobs. I'm going to come out, make sure the job is done to my satisfaction. My manager will come out as well. And you also can tell us that it's done to your satisfaction.
Okay.
And you're protected on that by the 30-day money-back guarantee through Orkin.
Sounds good.
Let me show you a picture of the guy that's going to come out and do this for you. I'm just going to pretend like I showed it since I don't have it. This is Jonathan. He's going to be taking care of your termite service for you. He's within his first year at Orkin, but he is a very knowledgeable young man, and he actually came over from Terminix. So he is a lot of experience in the field, and he's sought after by a lot of people.
Okay.
Now I know the question always is, what's the price? Now, I'm not coming out here to charge you an arm and a leg. I'd really like to give my customers options. So I got a couple different options and broke it down, and you can just let me know how that works for you.
All right.
Now these are the options. I labeled it as gold, silver, and bronze.
All right.
Just because this is everything that we can do for you. This is about the middle option, dropping off that insulation like we talked about.
Okay.
And the third option is the bare minimum. So when we're looking up here at the top, how I explained to you how we're going to do the termite treatment, that's a directed liquid and bait. It's a repair guarantee. That means that if there's damage like there is down there now, while you're under protection with us and it's active damage, we will repair that, and we're going to treat on 10 linear feet on either side of that as well.
Okay.
With that, you're going to get the 12 inches of tap insulation. That has all the different properties I was telling you about. It'll also help on your pest control side as well. You get the reinforced vapor barrier, so the thickest and the biggest millimeter vapor barrier poly that we have available to us. And you're also going to get an Ultra Bandine Pro and a borate treatment done down there. That's what's going to prolong the lifespan of your wood, and it's also we're going to remove that fungus for you and stop that moisture.
Okay.
Now we can get all this done for you today, Mr. Kent, for $421 or 36 months.
Sounds good.
I completely forgot to do the RAC.
So what's RAC?
Our deferred billing, I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but what that is, like I was telling you, we're not looking to take your money and you not be satisfied. So with this, you actually have 45 days before your first payment. A lot of our customers also can't afford to pay for it. They know that they need the treatment. They know that it needs to be done, but can't come out of pocket for all that money at this time.
Yeah, I don't think I can.
So what we actually have available is a deferred billing. It lets you either make 12, 24, or 36 month payments. And you also get 45 days from the time of service before you have to make that first payment.
Okay.
So you can definitely see how we try to work with our customers and work with their budget and not just ours.
All right.
So everything that we talked about today, we could get done for you for $421.
All right.
How does that sound to you?
Sounds good. Let's do it.
All right. I think I skipped some stuff.
I could have shown you this.
I know. I had it on the table.
I know. That's all right. And maybe a stylist.
Stylist. I need a stylist too.
Okay, give him a hand.
Awesome.
Feedback.
Really good. He,
Right in time, too.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
He had about 15 seconds left.
I'd buy it from him.
You didn't offer 48 months, though.
Yeah, and that's, I had it on there, and that's, I guess I'd ask for you, Tim. Would you offer 4 and 8 months before you qualify them, or just give them 36 and then?
I tell them,
48?
because usually people will tell you, but I don't think I can swing that payment. Well, we have a 48-month option. It does require a credit score of 700.
Gives you a place to go.
Because most people know their credit score. So if I know my credit score is like 650, that's not going to work. If they go, gee, I don't really know my credit score, well, hey, I can see if I can get it for you. That's all you got to say. Because it's going to come back to something. But that's an option too.
Should have shown this too. I brought it up here.
Yeah, I have a note to that. You have that working term sitting right next to you
Didn't
for a
even
prop.
use it.
But that's all right. We don't worry about that stuff. That's small. What else?
Did you say something about I want you to meet one of our techs, and then you went right into the flow meter?
No, I
No,
didn't
you
have a
didn't have a
picture of it,
picture.
so I just
Okay.
used the flow meter.
Okay.
I didn't move off the
Yeah, he doesn't
was
have
confusing.
any pictures on the meet app because his branch manager is slacking.
Get eye contact. I can kind of lack in that sometimes.
Probably they mentioned Terminix.
Yeah.
My eye contact.
He was at Terminix.
Yeah, because I could have had a bad experience with
With
Terminex.
Terminix.
Maybe Terminex is the company I have that hasn't
That's
shown
true.
up
I've
for
never
2
even
years.
asked him about it.
It's the honest answer, but I mean, I probably wouldn't bring it up.
Now,
So-
what would you say if he's been there 6 months? I can say within his first year, but that still sounds like not enough experience, in my opinion.
Yeah, there's 2 ways. Let's say he worked at Terminex.
Mhm.
I would just say, and he's been with us for a while, but he's got about 10 years in the business.
Gotcha.
With some
In
other
the business.
companies.
Okay.
In the
Gotcha.
business.
Mhm.
That's how you handle that.
That makes sense.
I did my first class, I joined the company in November 28th. And I did my first class in January. And of course some of the guys were like, so Tim, how long have you been with the company? Since last year. That's the truth, right? Because, the mindset always is, gee, I don't want some rookie coming out here. They don't know what they're doing. Reality is they may be more qualified than an experienced technician who's picked up a lot of
Or
bad
more
habits,
thorough.
you know?
Very true.
So we just try to downplay that. Other feedback?
Good explanation of the spec. I thought.
Yes,
You did
very
that
good.
Yesterday too.
How'd you find that picture?
Shouldn't have present app.
Present, yeah.
Yeah, to present after you go to the treating spec, there's pictures for all of them.
Oh, okay. When you click on
So
it,
he just
each
took a
individual
screenshot,
one,
that's all he did. Blow it up, take a screenshot.
you put
And
it
all the
on there.
ones that had the arrow on them are videos.
Yeah.
Now, that's one thing I've noticed the last couple of days is nobody's used any video, except we had the Centricon video yesterday. You know, take advantage of those, especially if you have to do things like wall foaming.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that quick explanation is fine to some degree, but I may want
Well, more than that.
more. So if I actually see a video and then you can say, see how that foam is spreading out? You know, if you just put liquid in there, it will just drop right down. This spreads out, and if there's any termites in there, it's going to take them out.
It covers the
But
whole
it's
area.
dry foam, so it's not going to wet your insulation and ruin it. Because the video has, you know, some insulation in there. You know, so that's the reason we like to do this.
That's all in the
Because, you know, when they're downstairs in a sill plate, we have no idea if they've migrated up or not. So we take every precaution to make sure that we get everything the first time and do it that way. You know, again, very good presentation. Build the need again, weeks, but you're still telling people what they need to do, which is the way we used to do it, all right? So you got to work on building that need. Yeah, again, you know, did the conditions conducive first? That was good. Okay, when you say, well, get the wood pile, you know, 5-10 feet away. Now you get as far away from
It's
your
possible.
foundation as you can,
It's
as far away as you can. And then, like you saw the drip line, I'd pull the whole thing out, the straw, take a picture of it, and then just put it back.
Gotcha. Because you can't really see it.
No. Just say, look, this is what's underneath this mulch. It's underneath the mulch, and it's dripping water right next to your foundation, which we don't want to do. You just take this thing and pull it around, your water's under the shrubs with it.
That's true.
You know, do it that way. Now, here's what I'm going to challenge you. Yeah, and you know, Dan, there's 8 to 20 termite colonies per acre.
I knew you were going to catch that.
Really? So how do you know that?
I've been told that.
That's a dangerous statement.
Yes, sir.
The honest statement is the termites are constantly foraging, and there's typically multiple colonies per
Per acre.
acre.
Yes, sir.
Because somebody will bust you on that every time.
Yes,
The
sir.
second one is, yeah, you know, down here it's not a matter if you get termites, it's just a matter of when. That is so old Oregon. I mean, they were saying that 30 years ago.
I mean,
And let me
that's
ask you a question. So you're telling me I'm going to get termites if I don't get my house treated?
true.
You'll guarantee that.
No, I can't guarantee that.
So that's some of the old Oregon cliches coming out. Yeah, it's not a matter of if you get termites, it's a matter of when. Or this one. There's only 2 types of houses here in Mississippi. Those that got termites and those that are going to get them.
If I had $1 for every time I've heard that.
Yeah, see, be careful with that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you got to build the need for each problem first. You tried to build it with the termite, but then you went right to the solutions. Then you came back and said, okay, I got a couple other things I need to talk to you about.
Jump too fast.
Now, he could have buried you by saying, well, how much is this termite treatment going to cost?
I'll get to that.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Build the need for each problem first.
And then go to the next one.
Right. Because now, once I know what they want to fix, now I can go into solutions. I'm not going into solutions for things that they have no interest in.
That's true. That's how I found out the insulation wasn't that important to him.
Right. So, and it's just something you got to work on.
Yes, sir.
You made a comment. Yeah, what I think needs to happen here.
I know. I'm bad about that.